Welcome, Spirit. President Gaap, O most noble President, I say thou art welcome unto me because I have called thee through him who has created heaven and earth and hell, and all that is contained within, and because also thou hast obeyed. By the same power by the which I have called thee forth, I bind thee, that thou remain affably and visibly here within my crystal ball, so constrained, and so long as I shall have the occasion for thy presence, and not to depart without my license, until thou hast duly and faithfully performed my will without any falsity. By the pentacle of Solomon, I have called thee. Now, President Gaap, you shall give me true answers and accomplish all my tasks that I bestow upon you. In the name of God. Welcome, President Gaap. I see you before me now, within my crystal ball, strong and powerful, going before four great-looking kings. Do not worry, I will not keep you long, President Gaap. I have called you here to the temple of the machete who wins all battles. I am Papa Machete, que ganas todas las batallas. And I welcome you to my temple, and I give you kind respects and regards, President Gaap. I would remind you that we are keeping this civil. First, President Gaap, I have called upon you because it is time to start causing discord among certain ruling families, in particular the families of what I have always known as the Anglo-Saxon conspiracy. These are royal families that rule over most of Europe, parts of Asia, and whose empires at one time tried to be so the sun would rise and set upon them, but it is time to truly set the sun on these empires and put them to bed once and for all. I am speaking, of course, of the Rothschilds. I'm speaking, of course, of the Collins. I'm speaking, of course, of Saxon Coburg Goethe, the Sinclairs, the Hanovers, the Oppenheimers, etc., etc., etc. You nod because you know, President Gaap. Those are the families, yes. So it is time, President Gaap, that we, or you, rather, begin infighting. I know, they are already infighting. They are already inbred. They already are lesser sires of greater mares. Yes, I know. Essentially retards. But you give billions or trillions to retarded psychopaths, and you get retarded psychopathic behavior that affects the entire globe. This will be the seed of the bickering that you will cause, to cause either further dissension, cause even further disruption. Take delight in this, President Gaap. You truly enjoy this work. And so here I task you in the name of God to do it on such a larger scale. Delight in seeing them shriek and fight and pull each other's hair out. Delight in seeing them torture one another, kill one another, destroy and dissolve and defeat one another. Take delight in this task. President Gaap. See what of a heart you have is already singing, and you feel merry. Yes, sometimes violence does make the heart beat stronger. And I give you this gift, this task. Think of it not as a task, but as a treat, a special outing for you, President Gaap, that you could bring such dismay and discord to such awful people. Let them fight. Let them eat each other alive. Burn their money. Melt each other in gold. It doesn't matter. Just destroy them. Give them all the encouragement they need to destroy themselves. They desire it. It's in their heart. Their spirits are empty without violence. May it start with them, and may it end with them. Also, President Gaap, I need you to begin removal of familiar spirits from these arcane family lines, but also the lower mages, let's say the covens who work against, in their own very silly way, true constitutional principles. Covens who support the Clinton family, Obama, the Bushes unknowingly. These are silly people. Barely registering, but silly nonetheless. And I have learned to not underestimate the power of insanely stupid people in large groups. It is time to begin pulling away whatever familiar spirits they have and give them to us to use, President Gaap. So, for all of those listening, for all those who will be watching this video, perhaps more or less listening to the audio, President Gaap is now showing me very clearly that you should take a colored bottle, glass, preferably brown or green or blue or red or whatever, not clear. Something, brown, green, blue, or red will work. A wine glass, a wine bottle, I should say. A bottle. I think I said glass, a bottle. Take it out to somewhere desolate. It could be a forest, could be an alleyway, somewhere where you can bury it halfway in the ground. And for the next month, allow those bottles to be filled with the remnants and energies of familiar spirits being taken away bit by bit, piece by piece, from mages who honestly were doing nothing with them anyways, and whose power needs to be taken. And allow those to be filled. At the end of the month, you will collect it and you will seal it with white or black wax. Simply light the candle, turn the bottle on its side, and begin dripping wax over the opening, and let it drip down until it makes a seal, and then continue to drip the entire candle on top. Then you shall speak the words Bhev-Twahn-Say-Tou. That at that point will make all those familiar spirits work for you. All you have to do is keep them every time that you perform work. You tap the bottle with your wand or your finger, and those spirits will now work for you. It doesn't matter what their names are or who they were. They work for you now. They are an invisible worker force that has been collected by President Gaap from those who wouldn't know what to do with them anyways. This should aid your great work and your battle plans with another certain spirit.